Hello and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be solving HakerRank warm-up problem staircase. Keep in mind this is a pretty simple problem. I'm starting this new series where I solve HakerRank problems, so we're starting easy and we're slowly going to ramp up. Feel free to pause the video just to read through what the problem is asking for, or feel free to use the link in the description to go directly to the HakerRank problem, but I'll just explain what is going on. So you're going to be given a number n. In this example, n equals 4. Once you get n, you have to print something like this. It's pretty much like a right angle triangle of the pound sign that goes, there's n rows. In this case n equals 4, so there's 4 rows, and each row 1 has only 1 pound symbol, row 2 has 2 pound symbol, row 3 has 3 pound symbol, and row 4 has 4 pound symbols. Again, the second example again is given constraint n is going to be somewhere between 0, it's going to be greater than 0 but less than 100. Okay, given n equals 6, okay, we want to print still the same, okay, a right angle. Keep in mind that it's right angle facing the right. Okay, so row 1 has 1 all the way down to row 6 has 6 pound symbol. Again, so again, this is a pretty easy problem. Like I said, we're going to be using C++ for our HakerRank problems. So let's go into the solution view, okay, into the problem view. Okay, first we're given this main function, and this main function is going to call a function called staircase.n, staircase of n. Okay, it's going to call this function. So this is the function we have to edit, and the function is right here, it's empty. Again, I've practiced this problem before, so let's go ahead and code it. So the first step is pretty much just like 2 or 3 lines of code. So the first step is to create a for loop. Obviously we want to print n times. Okay, so we're going to start from 1 for int. Okay, we have to define, this is C++, I equals 1. Okay, I'm going to start from 1, and we're going to count up I less than or equal to n. So we're counting up from 1 to n. With this less than or equal to, we mean n is inclusive, so we're going to count up to n. Okay, and then we're going to use a I plus plus. To be honest, in this case it doesn't matter if you use a post increment or a pre increment plus plus I, they're both going to work. Okay, so this is our for loop, and then what do we want to do? We want to print. Okay, so cl, okay, which is pretty much our print statement. And what do we want to print? We want to print, first we want to set the width. Since we have to print it in a right angle form, okay, we want to set the width. Okay, so the width for each line, okay, we have a setW method provided. This setW method is provided by this include package right here, std_c++.h file. It's defined in this header file. So okay, so what do we want the length of each line to be? We want it to be n, right? Because the first line is pushed to the right, but it still has a width of n. Okay, so then once we set the width, we want to justify it right. All this is saying, just move it to the right, justify it to the right. Okay, then the second method we're going to call, okay, is called the string constructor. Again, the string constructor is also provided by this include file right here, std_c++.h file. Okay, it's provided for us. Okay, so what do we want to do? We want to print, let's first specify what we want to print. We obviously want to print our pound symbol. Okay, but how do we want to print it? Okay, the string constructor, this takes 2 methods. The first method is how many times you want to print the second parameter. Okay, the first parameter is how many times you want to print this guy. So if I put 1, it's going to print this guy once. If I put 2, it's going to print him twice. If I put 3, it's going to print him 3 times. But we know for each line we want to print him I times, because for the first line we want to print him once, second line we want to print him twice, third line we want to print him 3 times, and on and on. So I'm just going to pass I here. And last but not least, we know that once we're done printing, we want to move to the next line. So we're just going to put a new line, which is the endl method. So far this looks good. I'm not, oh yeah, the C++, so we need to end it with a semicolon. Okay, so far this looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and run it. Let's see if we pass our test case. Okay, congratulations, we passed our test case 0. Okay, test case 0, the input was 6, and we got it correct. Okay, so now let's go ahead and submit this code and see what's going on. Bam, we passed all our test case. This is the correct solution. So yeah, that's it for the video, guys. I hope it was helpful to kind of show you guys C++ a little bit, and I'll see you in the next one.